Hey guys, so I feel like I haven't talked to you in like forever. Seems like that, even though it's only been 2 weeks. Or something like that. So there's been a little bit of a dilemma. We were going to make a what we do at school video, and we got it all filmed and everything, and then my camera, it didn't want to like hook up the videos, and my camera's not down here, but my cord for it is. It wouldn't hook it up. It would like upload all the pictures that were on my camera. It just would not upload the videos, and so I have to wait until I go to Faith's house because for some odd reason it works if she does, and she doesn't even have the software that is meant for the camera. So that really confuses me. My phone just went off. But yeah, so in other news, this is gonna be a big ramble of everything. But in other news, my school is doing a production of The Little Mermaid. This is like the original VHS little thing. And I am auditioning for the part of Ursula because I think that would be really fun. And I have to sing Poor Unfortunate Souls, and I might do a video of me singing that or something. But yeah. Conferences are coming up at school, and I'm nervous, but I shouldn't be because we got like a progress report, and my progress said that I had like all A's, but I'm still nervous. I'm always nervous that, Puppy, will you please be quiet? I'm always nervous at conferences. I don't know why. I'm like shaky and just so nervous, and I need to stop playing with my hair, but I'm just so nervous at conferences, and it's next week. And then the week after that is the tryouts for the play, The Little Mermaid. Yeah, I already told you about that, so. Talking about conferences made me think of something at school. So I'm going to explain my school and how it works because I think it's very interesting. You're probably just thinking, it's school, you go 5 days a week, it's simple. No, I don't go 5 days a week, I go 4 days a week. Except if you fail a test, you go on Friday school. And so that just kind of summed it in a small thing. But so you go 4 days a week, and it's a longer day though. It's from 8 to 3:41. And the reason it's 3:41 is because passing periods are 4 minutes, and so it adds up to then you have 4 minutes to get out of the school after the bell rings, kind of. Like that's when the buses leave is 3:45, so then it makes it even. So that's how it works. So you get out 3:41, you have 4 days of school week. But if you fail a test, you are able to make it up on Friday, and Friday is a half day. You go there, the bus will pick you up an hour later than it usually does, so I get picked up at like 7:30, so it picked me up at 8:30, and then it would take me to the school, and then you have 3 periods. You have your first, second, and third period, and they're a little bit shorter, and it lasts all the way till lunch. They'll give you lunch if you want it, and then either your parents will pick you up, or you will ride the bus home at 12. But something that I don't really like about that, I've never been to Friday school because yesterday was the first time we had Friday school because they were trying to get us used to the way the school works, the 7th graders and stuff, so we never had it until this week, and I didn't have it. But something that I think is really bad about it is that if you only failed something in one class, you can't just go for the one period. You have to go for all 3 periods, and some teachers won't let you get ahead in some of the classes, and some will. And so I don't really think it's too fair to hold a kid that failed one test for 3 periods and be punished and do nothing in a room. But I don't know. Sometimes that might be fun, like if you're in a classroom with like 3 kids that also have nothing else to do and you're just kind of messing around, because I like that, like when it's snow days and stuff like that, where you're going to mess around. But I'm still rambling. And what else is about my school? Oh yeah, we are proficiency based, which means that we work on standards, which is the grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, like, so if you, passing is a 4, anything under that is non-passing, like a D is 3, 2 and a 1 are Fs, a 4 is a C, and a 5 is a high B or a low A, and then a 6 is like an A++. So, in math, you only have, on each test, this will sound really complicated, but each test there are 3 standards with 3 questions. So there's 9 questions each test, but they're like blocked off. So like this is like variables, and this is like order of operations and fractions, and they split it up like that. And so if you get one wrong, you fail the whole entire test. And so I thought I had to go to Friday school because I got one question wrong on one of the tests, and then and then I was sick the next day. I was sick the next day, and that we had a test that day, so I thought I had to go to Friday school. But then Mr. Guthrie, that's my advanced math teacher, he told me to come meet him, and so did my friends, because they missed the test too. And so I wanted to talk to him, and during lunch I was able to make up the test, so I did that, and I don't have to go to Friday school, so that was fun. And I'm still rambling. Another thing about our school is that it is Taft High 7 through 12, so there are 7th graders all the way up through seniors. And some kids, like my friend Kristen, one of the reasons why she moved is because her parents didn't want her to go to the school because they were afraid she'd run into like high schoolers, but it is totally not like that. You do not run into high schoolers at all, which is a very nice thing. So yeah. Oh, and another thing, if you're not in advanced math, the math scores, like you know how the math scores in the country and in the state, they're like terrible? Well, Taft doesn't want our math scores to be terrible. So they have decided that they cut, for most of the middle schoolers, they cut social studies, and in the time that they would have social studies, they give the kids that aren't in advanced math, they gave them a second math class. So if you're not in advanced math, you have 2 math classes. And in the beginning of the year, I had 2 math classes, which I thought was ridiculous. And then, like, my teacher explained to me that in the beginning of the school year, they like willy-nilly put you in a math class, and then you have to take a test. And if you pass the test, it's like a pretty hard test, you go into advanced math. So now I'm in advanced math, and I don't have to do that. But then there was a big schedule mix-up with a bunch of, all the kids that were in advanced math, their schedule now said leadership, which I don't know if you know what leadership is. Leadership, it might be called Gear Up wherever you live, but it's like the college, get ready for college kind of course thing, and sometimes they have leadership or Gear Up camps where you go to like a college in your state or your city or something like that, depending on where you live, and you stay there for like a week or something, and they just tell you what college is going to be like, and they talk to you about what you want to do if you go to college. Yum. And yeah, so they all said leadership, and then we had to have this big meeting with during 7th period that day, the first day that we had the advanced math, which was Monday of like 2 weeks ago. They gave us the choice of having a second PE class, which all the guys were like, yeah, let's do that. Rosetta Stone, which is like the language learning course, or music, like band, like that during your 7th period, or being a student aide with Mr. Rodriguez. And a lot of people chose the PE, and then a few people chose Rosetta Stone, and I'm one of the people that chose Rosetta Stone, and I think it's fun. And then no one chose band. No one wanted to be in band. Unless your schedule was already assigned you to band, then you had no problem. Because, like, for some reason, some kids were signed up for band and they didn't even know it. It happened. And, yeah. What is that? It's nothing. Nothing. But yeah, so I'm doing Rosetta Stone, French, and I'm still rambling. I need to stop rambling, and I need to end this video.